I have to go live. I've got a lot of stuff going on this weekend. Editing on the film called The Deal that'll be coming out in 2022. And then I've got an audition for a big film tonight. And then I got to teach tomorrow. But anyway, I just wanted to chime in and talk about The Harder They Fall. So if you don't know about this, it is a Western film that is on Netflix. And it was executive produced by Jay-Z, Shawn Carter, and somebody else. I can't remember. Anyway, so when you see the trailer, it looks really good. Like there's a lot of action, although like over the top. It's got Idris Elba in it, and just a bunch of people. It's got Regina King and just Delroy Lindo and a lot of faces that if you watch African Americans in film and on TV, you will recognize them. So, the film, it was good. Like the director, I think his last name was Seymour. Um, Excellent. The acting was excellent. Pretty much everything they did was like on point. The wardrobe could have been better, could have been like more realistic, but there was really some great acting in this film. Now, I'm gonna talk about my issue with this film. It was not historically accurate at all. Like, it was ridiculous. They had a black dude in there playing Cherokee Bill, and Cherokee Bill was not black. He was mixed. Have the name Cherokee Bill. So, had a black guy playing him, and then he gets, well, okay. I'm not gonna tell you what happened. No spoilers there, but that was ridiculous. And then they had another guy playing Bill Pickett. If you know anything about Bill Pickett, he was a famous rodeo cowboy. He was not a gunslinger, like at all. And then you had, Delroy Lindo. He was playing Bass Reeves, who was, a famous deputy U.S. Marshal in the Oklahoma Indian Territory, who they patterned the Lone Ranger after. Delroy did a pretty good job, although he was playing an older Bass Reeves. Then they had like somebody playing Rufus Buck and Nat Love and like all these people. So yeah, these people existed, but they didn't exist at the same time. Like they would never have crossed paths, So it was a lot of phony nonsense going on with their storylines, like Bill Pickett being a gunslinger, and then what happens to him. Like I don't want to spoil that either, but like that's just not historically accurate. And what makes me upset is that you have all this money that you're putting into this film. We're talking about millions of dollars. You got a huge budget, and you're gonna put up some fictional nonsense about African Americans in the Old West. Because you know what? We have like some real stories that are unbelievable. The things that Bass Reeves did are unbelievable. Some of the things that Cherokee Bill did, unbelievable. Some of the things that Bill Pickett did, unbelievable. So we don't need fake, phony nonsense. Like we need real stories about our real heroes so that we can educate the young people coming up behind us. Like nobody knows about these people. They don't know anything about them. And now they definitely don't. Now they're going to be running around thinking that, hey, this person really existed. And Bill Pickett, he was a gunslinger. That's a bunch of BS. Come on, man. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. We have not seen historically accurate films based on any of these characters. So why would the first film that addresses these characters be a fictional film? That just doesn't make any sense. Like for us, African Americans, like we can't afford to have that. Like we don't have enough stories, enough of our own stories out there in the first place.